Puppy power, positively the best.
We are going to be talking about emergency plan for your pets with our guest vet, Lord. As for your name, I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Lord Ayilobiga Azumbila. Is that right?
Yes, please. That's right.
Okay. Over to you, Lord.
Okay, so my name is Lord Ailobiga Zumbila, as you actually said. I'm a fifth-year Doctor of Veterinary Medicine student in KNUST. Yeah. And I'm passionate about animal welfare and educating the Ghanaian community and Africa as a large about animal, their proper treatment, and the role we vets play. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. For this session, I'll be asking you a series of questions and you would help us with the answers. Now, our audience can ask us questions if they have. We'll try our best to answer them. For the first question, what should I do if my dog gets injured, sick, or goes missing?
Okay, so if I want to take it in the phases, so if your dog gets injured, it might depend on the type of injury. For example, if your dog gets injured and you suspect that maybe it's a fracture and it has not pierced through the skin, or there are not really any outward signs of bleeding, what you can do is try and stabilize the limb or the joint or the the limb or the joint that you believe is affected, and you try to minimize unnecessary movement so that you don't if it's a fracture, the bone can pierce through other muscles, through the skin. So you try to limit movement. And with all the situations, the best thing you can do is to call a vet. And when you are calling the vet, you have to be prepared mentally to describe the situation to the vet so that the vet can help you as much as possible. So as you are calling the vet, you can be assessing the whole situation yourself, looking at if it has affected maybe a very wide area. Is it just small? What are the colorations you are seeing? What is the behavior of the animal? How is the animal reacting to maybe how you are handling it? So with the injury, that's what you can do. Prepare mentally, you call the vet. Then the vet on phone can assist you with the first aid measures you can take. Maybe the vet can ask you to put a splint, or just if the vet is not very far away, the vet can just tell you to maybe just wrap it and get a suitable means of transport and bring it to the clinic or the hospital. So if your pet too is sick, it also applies. If you get on the phone with the vet, you prepare mentally to answer all the questions the vet has so that the pet can properly guide you on what to do. Yeah, please, what was the last aspect? Injured, sick, or
Goes missing.
pardon, goes missing.
Your pet goes.
Okay, so if your pet goes missing, in Ghana, I've not really seen anyone report to the police about their pets missing, or ideally, if someone finds a missing animal, they'll usually bring it to a vet clinic or someone they believe works with animals. So if your pet goes missing, if it's just in the house and it maybe go missing, you can hand out maybe printouts to your community members, try to reach out to them door to door to see if anyone has seen your pets. But if it was maybe during transport or it was in an outdoor area, then it means you might have to do a lot of publicity, trying to maybe have posters all around potential vets facilities of pet shops, and try to just get um, a large reach as much as possible so that hopefully someone that has maybe encountered your animal or have seen it can reach out to you. Yeah, and hopefully you can find your pets.
Oh, okay. The next question is, what should I always keep at home just in case something happens to my dog?
Okay. So what owners can keep at home are first aid treatments. As I said earlier, when the dog is injured, if you have some first aid materials at home like antiseptic for maybe when there is a shallow wound on your pet, you can use an example is dreads ointment or powder. You can have that at home. You can have permanganate at home. It's also an antiseptic. Yeah, you can have yeah, that, and maybe you can have a thermometer too. Maybe sometimes if maybe your animal is prone to having overheating, especially some of these dogs that have the short snouts, maybe they can't really regulate their breathing. You can have a thermometer at home. You can have bandages, you can have cotton at home, and you can even have a muzzle too. Especially if you have a maybe big aggressive dog, you can have a muzzle at home so that when the dog is sick, you can properly restrain it going to the vet.
Oh, okay. So maybe when they are rabid or something, then you just put it on their mouth and then you put them slowly into the car and then take them to the hospital.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Ghana here, are there any local animal rescue or vet emergency lines that pet owners should save just in case? Like we have humans have 911. Do pets have the same thing? No.
For Ghana, we don't have anything like that yet. So maybe the best option would be a vet, or the telephone line of a clinic, if they can send a vet over to for a house call. That is the best option we have for now. For pets. For wildlife, I know the Forestry Commission have um, ways you can reach them if maybe you've seen a wild animal somewhere or you have a wild animal you want to submit or something. Yeah. But for pets, it will be contacting your veterinarian.
Oh, okay. So if my dog is injured or I see an injured dog, in case of an emergency, how do I transport them safely to the clinic?
Okay, so if your dog is injured, if it's your own dog and it's injured, uh, it's okay. You know the temperament of your dog, but if the dog is injured, um, it might not understand that maybe you might be trying to help it. So you have to handle it cautiously. Hmm. And it depends on where the injury is. In case it's an injury that's where in the case where the injury like is very painful, the animal is in pain, you have to take all the precaution. Maybe you try putting the muzzle on it first so that it doesn't mistakenly bite you. Yeah. Then you try stabilizing it really, really well. Then as usual, you can just call your vet. Then he can on phone, he can tell you the best possible ways you can stabilize it because with the injuries, it will depend on the type of injury. So he can give you specific or the best way so that you don't complicate it with complicate the injury by just guessing or using your own knowledge.
Okay. So can I use human medicine on my dog in case of an emergency?
No, that is a no-no. With the current issues we are facing with antimicrobial resistance and which is some antibiotics that usually work for certain infections don't really work anymore. It's due to factors like like when there is no prescription and they are being used. And it's really starts from the vet field. They were like, we've contributed to it the most. We've contributed to antimicrobial resistance. So even with the vets, when there is no veterinary drug available and want to use the human ones, we have to calculate the specific dose using the concentration of the drug and know the specific amount the animal needs. Because some drugs, when you give a less amount and it doesn't fully eradicate the infection, it rather complicates it. So using human drugs or using a drug without a prescription from a vet, it's a no-go area.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm sure we've learned a lot. Oh, we have a question. Is it okay to help an injured or stray dog?
So that was the second part. So with an injured or stray dog, you don't know the vaccination history of the dog. You don't know the temperament of the dog. With that, if you have experience, but I highly recommend that you seek for help. You see, because when a professional comes or a vet comes, maybe they might rather administer maybe a tranquilizer or something so the animal goes unconscious so they can treat it because they don't know much about the animal. But if you are experienced enough or you are confident and you can capture the dog in a safe way, you not be bitten, and maybe put a temporary, maybe use a cloth or something to make a muzzle around its nose and restrain its claws so that it doesn't scratch you, then you can go ahead. But the best option will be a chemical capture with the aid of a vet or maybe a vet nurse, a vet technician, yes, to help you.
Okay. There's another question. What are some of the common vaccinations that dogs in Ghana should have?
Oh, okay. So for dogs in Ghana, we all know of the popular rabies. They should have their rabies vaccination, and they should have a vaccination combination called DHPPL, which will protect them from distemper, leptospirosis, and this DHPPL, distemper, leptospirosis, and some other infections that are really common in Africa here that can affect the dog.
Oh, okay. So when you get a new dog, do you directly straightly take them to the vet and then ask for all the vaccinations like we do with newborn babies?
Oh yeah, and so where you get the dog from, you have to, if the person has a book handout, you can look through and see if they've done any vaccination. And depends on the age of the dog. Yes, if they've done vaccination and the deworming. If they've not done that, then you have to take it to the vet, maybe for a checkup. Then the vet will schedule you, maybe come on the 6 weeks, on the 8th week, and on the 12 weeks for your vaccinations and deworming. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But we are not yet done. Before we go, can you kindly give us one myth and or facts that will help us clear some misconceptions we have about emergency plans for our pets and our dogs? Well, maybe we think they are only meant for human beings.
Okay. So one myth I know about dogs is that when dogs are wagging their tail, people think it means they are happy, so they might not cause any harm, or it means that they are okay. You can do anything you want with them. But even from personal experience, I've realized that this is a very, very huge myth. Dogs wagging their tail, it doesn't always mean they are excited. They or it doesn't mean they are happy. Even a dog wagging its tail can still bite you, and it will shock you. Yeah, that's one of the myths that a dog wagging its tail, it means that, oh, the dog is happy or excited, and it means the dog won't do anything to you. Yeah.
So that means it's not every wagging tail that means happiness. We should read the official
Yes, please.
expressions first.
Yes. And the situation, yeah, and the environment it's in. Sometimes, maybe the environment is not comfortable for the dog. So even though it's wagging its tail, it can still harm you.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
one fact about dogs too is that they have an incredible sense of smell, which is about more than 100,000 times that of humans. So that's why they are used in narcotic control. They are used in rescue. Yeah, for when there's national disaster, those can be used for rescue because their sense of smell, it's very, very high. That's one
Okay.
fact about dogs.
I've certainly learned a lot today. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining us today. And we have another session next